Let's talk about your job and what you're required to do, right? Ever feel like every day you're having to re-destroy this thing over and over and over again, that you have to overcome that challenge every day? Does that sound familiar? That's why I wanted to talk to you about Extreme I/O. So here's the deal. Right now, Extreme I/O, EMC's market leading all-flash array, is crushing everyone else in the market. So we've got more market share than space. Our three closest competitors combined, we've got 39% of the market. If you guys like numbers, these will resonate well with you. We ship 1.7 exabytes of storage, logical capacity. Pretty big, right? 60% of all Fortune 100 companies are using Extreme I/O. And we've got 2,200 plus customers and growing daily. If you go back and do the math with the length of time that the product's been in the market, we've added about 3 customers a day for the last 19 months. But what's really staggering is that we've done $1 billion in business in 19 months. That's how fast this is taking off. So let's talk about why it's been so successful. So this slide represents kind of where we came from, right? Our genesis is all disk-based storage, right? But we've had really no progress in performance to disk-based storage since the year 2000. But ever since then, compute power has continued to double about every 18 months. And so that leaves us with this huge gap that you see, which ultimately means compromise for you, right? You're constantly having to aggregate a ton of disk behind compute power to be able to do what you need. So what generally happens when you have to do that, right? You go and you look for a different medium to solve that problem with. But what happens with flash, right? It's really expensive, right? Would you say so? No? Yeah? It's really expensive. And this is what we're telling you, don't do it. It's a trap. A lot of our competitors have basically taken a bunch of flash and stuck it in an array and said, hey, go ahead and use this. But there's a lot more that you can do with that if you really do just this, right? Add in some brains to the outfit. You want to add in some smarts. You want to add in data services that allow you to leverage the entire power of flash, right? That's going to create for you business agility. Now, the best generation of flash is right now available to us in a scale-out architecture with Extreme I/O. We have the best TCO, we have the best data services, and we have the best performance out of all the boxes. So here's why, right? We're able to scale performance consistently across the board, right? As we add another node, just like Isilon, we have more performance. The real staggering numbers here, though, is in a single 6U box, we can do 150,000 IOPS at 8K block size. And again, geeking out over here, I'm a numbers guy. The real mamma jamma, though, right? 2 million read IOPS in a full rack of gear. 2 million IOPS. So what we offer in Extreme I/O is consistent performance. Because we have a scale-out balanced architecture, it allows us to do these things. When you look at system-level garbage collection, like a lot of our competitors provide in their flash arrays, because they're working on this head and sled architecture, they're limited in what you can do. So this talks about our snapshotting technology. I'm going to highlight it a little bit later. But again, even during times where we're commanding the system to perform snaps every 15 minutes under an I/O load of 70,000 IOPS, it continues to deliver sub-millisecond latency. So it's really, really fast. So this is what sets us apart from our competitors. Always on thin provisioning, inline data deduplication, inline compression, data at rest encryption at the drive level. If that's ever something that media and entertainment wanted, we've got it. Then we have our own flash optimized data protection schema, which is a lot different than RAID. And what it does is it lends itself to extend the wearable drive, the wearable length of the drive life. Additionally, what really, really sets us apart is our ability, like the Empire, to make clones. So our copy data management is anybody's copy data management is literally a trade-off between cost, performance, agility, and scalability. You're constantly having to compromise between all of these. What we're offering through Extreme I/O, because our approach to snapshots and copy data is not the same as we've seen for the last 25 years, is we can actually offer you all of these things in a single package that's always performing. It's consistent. No matter if you're taking snaps, using snaps, snaps of snaps, whether you're deleting snaps, it just works. So here's what we look like historically, right? This is what we look like with Extreme I/O. a single pool of flash to house all of your instances of whatever it may be, whether it's your VM farm, whether it's your database, whatever it may be. We can give you multiple copies. Interesting thing about that is as you use those data reduction technologies, you end up with a whole lot less footprint. We can fit 1,000 VMs into a 6U box, and they're very, very fast. So here's something that we've got, right? We've got our consistent scale out performance. We've got our virtual copies, which we can do on the fly. These are no space copies, right? You don't occupy any additional space because all we do is take a snap of the metadata and make more pointers down to the data where it lives on disk. And you don't have to occupy any more space. But what that allows us to do through AppSync is we can actually provide application consistent snapshots and provide them out to the business as they need them. We can do this through a self-service portal, or we can do it scheduled. It's pretty amazing what we can do, right? Because you take a lot of that responsibility that's traditionally been had by IT management to be able to provide those resources out to the business. We just make it self-service, make it simple. We dole them out as needed. So why Extreme IO? Right, we've got 4 pillars. And me, I grew up in Germany, and so for me, these 2 middle ones, the German efficiency and performance, these are very important. So these are the ones that we really hang our hat on, right? We're more performant, we're more efficient than all of our competitors. Not only that, but the simplicity. The simplicity that you're used to seeing with Isilon is what you see with Extreme IO. Not only that, but our protection, the applications that we have available to you to really streamline a lot of the processes that you do in the back end, right now are coming bundle free. And so we're really trying to make this an easy transition from the world of spinning disk for block workloads into flash. So this is really what I want to drive home, right? EMC has really thought about this from your viewpoint. We really want to partner with you as your partner in your business. So upon those 4 pillars that we really built Extreme IO around, we're offering lifetime maintenance price protection on this array. So whatever you pay for year 1, you pay in year 5, you pay in year 7, you pay in year 10, and we're estimating the life cycle of this particular product is going to be 10 to 12 years. So if you pay $12,000 for the first year, you're going to pay $12,000 for the 10th year. Ever seen that from anybody else? No, right? We're offering a 3-year money-back warranty. If the box doesn't work like we tell you it's going to work, we'll take it back and we'll give you your money back. Never seen that before from EMC, have you? Last but not least, we're offering flash endurance protection. And so for the lifetime of the array, if you write that much data to that solid state drive that it won't function anymore, that you've overwritten the wearable write limit, we'll replace it for free. So, as much as you may have thought EMC was the empire before, it may look a little bit more like we're the Rebel Alliance because we're doing this. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, GPL. Thank you for having us out. Enjoy the show.